Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, ready to go here. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And we're underway in Cleveland. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Rocchio. And there's one away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
This one in the air, center field. Schneemann on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Matt Olson. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Riley in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Fastball right back to the mound. The throw to first, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We go to the bottom of the first, and now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Strider. What do you look for here? Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And that's a little bit high, and that is ball one. That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the air, left field. Yastrzemski makes a nice running catch. And now the DH, Chase DeLauder. Strider. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 away now.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that,
runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some time.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Dominic Smith. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One down.
Batting seventh, shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. Foul ball there.
Whoa.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Bailey takes it in for the out. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Line drive, Adam in center field. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
Bowling.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. On the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Throw on to Olsen. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
No, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sandy Leon. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald.
Here's Acuna. First time up was a pop out. And that's in there for strike 1. Acuna, the former rookie of the year, 28 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run shot, and they add to their lead.
Acuna is someone who is always just a swing away from doing something special. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Foul ball.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Base hit. So a man at first, and now Matt Olson up to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first, and the inning is over. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Here in Cleveland, as we go to the last of the third, Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. That's hard hit in the line. And foul ball. This to third, and that chance handled. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Up next for the Guardians, left fielder, Steven.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Steven Kwan, the next to hit, popped out to left his first time. Oh!
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
On the ground. Oh, great stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Guardians,
2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Chase DeLauder. Hard hit left side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. The Guardians go down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Start of the fourth. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. This one popped up. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Dominic
Now
Smith.
it's Dominic Smith. Fly to left his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Now a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. Now a bunt towards third. And it goes just foul. Struck him out swinging. But no advance from the runners.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Here's Sandy Leon. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Lined into right. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line.
First and second. 2 outs. Here's Acuna now. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air, center field. Schneemann settles underneath it. And that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom 4, Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Fouled off left side. Man at second.
Ball.
Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Guardians, center fielder.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Schneemann wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swings over the top of that one. In the air, center field. And that is that. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Braves 5 and the Guardians nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
Matt Olson up to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Here comes Austin Riley. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Schneemann should have this one. And he makes the catch. Grounder tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Center fielder, Michael Harris.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Ground ball to the right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Up next for Atlanta,
Dom Smith stands in. 1 for 2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, left field. Out, number 2. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. No question about this one. It's out of here. A laser to left. And they boost their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game. So 2 down. Mike Yastrzemski next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious. You were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Catcher Patrick.
So up next, Patrick Bailey.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Braves up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball. Ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. And they get the out.
Nice diving stop right there. It gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
That's the ball.
Rocchio, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one fouled off. Fouled off to the right.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Sets him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So digging in,
Leading off
Sandy
for the Braves,
Leon.
Catcher, Sandy Leon.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Colin Holderman, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Left field. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Got him swinging.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. This one in the air. Ramirez. And that is that. Down in order go the Braves, but they still hold a 9-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
In there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Guardians finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. One away.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
DeLauder in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swing and a foul out of play. Nice grab over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike one. A little bit low.
No, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a line drive to left field. And that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Guardians.
7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the mound.
35,
Colin Holderman.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here is Matt Olson. Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down. Now in for the break. Michael Harris II. Harris wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Now he breaks his back. Whips it to first on the run. Bottom of the 7th. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And now 2-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Yastrzemski takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
That missed by a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, almost got him. Swing at a ground ball. On to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for the
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Angel Martinez. And there's a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 0-2. That one lifted to left. And that will end the inning. Back here in Cleveland, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Schneemann moving under this one. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. Ripped on a line. And there's 2 away. Manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tim Herron.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Schneemann settles under this one, and that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Patrick Bailey.
Oh, 0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
On the ground to the left, Kim sends it to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Rocchio in the box again, takes a strike. And a ground ball to first, and foul ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end. That's that classic wipeout slide below the zone right there. Just
manager out of the dugout. Dylan Lee taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Albies over to first in time at the lefty reliever. All set to start. The 9th in this one. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sandy Leon. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Matt Festa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. This one popped up right side. Bazana under it. And there's 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-0.
wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
Now here is Ozzie Albies. Backed off the plate that time. And a breaking ball misses outside. Herron in his 3rd season. He throws a curveball, a 4-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it's out of here. They go back to back, and they add on.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still drove it out. Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads.
Popped up. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Matt Festa. Here comes Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Tap foul at the plate. Here's a high chopper. Ramirez sends it to first, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, so the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Tosses to first. He's out. One out, bottom of the ninth. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And it's fouled away. 0-1. Oh. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Now here is Kyle Manzardo.
No, that's low.
Up and in, 2-1. Now one missed. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Iglesias is just one strike away. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now he's challenging the called strike. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 here. Got him. That's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.